Wonderful.
On September 28th, you can bring awareness and support to pediatric cancer by attending the Elevate the Stage benefit concert at Manchester Music Hall.
It's a wonderful facility.
Oh, yeah.
Well, today, Mackenzie Wilmoth and Robyn Spoon joins us to share their stories and tell us about the concert. So thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. So like we said, the Manchester is a wonderful event space. Tell us a little bit about what we can expect from this event.
So we're going to have a lot of good musical acts. I'm going to be headlining as a pediatric sarcoma survivor. We're going to have a lot of other great local musicians joining us. We're going to have some great food trucks. We're going to have the Kentucky Taste Buds. Tam and Lee are going to be emceeing the event for us. So it's going to be a night of good music, good fun, and bring awareness to a really important cause.
Yeah, I was going to say, there must be great passion for this cause as well, I would think.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your story, if you don't mind, Mackenzie.
Yeah, absolutely. So when I had just graduated high school, it was summer of 2021, I started experiencing some abdominal symptoms that seemed to be appendicitis. After going to the ER and an emergency surgery, it was found that I ended up having a rare form of pediatric sarcoma known as desmoid fibromatosis. And after another surgery and a lot of time spent in the hospital, I was declared quote-unquote cancer-free, and now ever since then I've been pursuing my music career and trying to raise awareness for others who've been diagnosed with any form of pediatric cancer.
How did you deal with the shock and the fear when you first got that diagnosis?
Honestly, a lot of it was just kind of sitting and kind of just, you know, trying to soak it all in and make sense of it. But a big thing for me was music was a big outlet for me. I would just lay in bed and just have my earbuds in and just listen to it, or I was able to thankfully have my guitar in my hospital room, and so if I was feeling well enough, I would sit up in bed and strum it or sing with the music therapist.
I love that. I even love, I noticed the guitar clip that you have on your
Absolutely.
necklace.
Yeah.
It is absolutely
Yeah.
beautiful. Yeah. So tell me a little bit, if someone is interested in donating for this event, how can they do that if they're not able to make it out to the event at Music Hall?
Absolutely.
at
We've
Manchester?
got a website, elevatechildhoodcancer.org, and there's going to be a link on there. And then we have a couple of other links on social media. It's actually all over social media right now. It's if you just look up Elevate the Stage Amplifying Pediatric Cancer in this area right now, you will find resources to be able to donate to the event.
And when it comes to raising money for causes, this one kind of lags a little bit, doesn't it? You need more help.
Yeah, we desperately need help in the pediatric cancer world. It's incredibly underfunded. The average treatment that young people receive, I mean, my son was treated with cyclophosphamide. It was FDA approved in 1959, which is the year Alaska became a state. The newest treatment he received was FDA approved in 1986,
Wow.
which for reference is when the Berlin Wall came down. So there's just, these treatments are incredibly archaic. We need to do better, which is why nonprofits spend a lot of time trying to raise money. But if you can imagine that the most significant nonprofit in the United States raises about $25 million a year, that's about what one clinical trial costs. So, but these kinds of events are incredibly important to raise money. The scientists are desperate to get their hands on startup money
Sure.
to be able to get proof of concept on new treatments. So,
Kids shouldn't have to go through this.
They really should.
Yeah.
And the fact that, are we starting to see more and more children being diagnosed with certain cancers? Is there an increase?
yeah, there's about a just under 1% increase per year. Here in Kentucky, the state has done a really good job of outlining in recent years. There is state funding actually here to better understand cancer in the state, particularly pediatric cancer, and where it is most common. So that's a really good start. That way we can start to understand what kinds of treatments are the most important things to go after, particularly for kids right here in Kentucky.
You're still fairly young. You're not that far removed from that diagnosis, and thank God you've beaten that. But what does it mean to you to be able to help other kids like this?
I mean, it's definitely something that's really important to me, and something that I've not just done in a musical aspect, but also in my personal life. I've begun to work with kids at the hospital where I work at, but it's something that, you know, no kid should have to go through
Right.
something like this. But after it being a personal thing, I want treatment to be better. I want, you know, quality of life to be better for kids who do have to endure this kind of thing, and it's very, very high on my priority list.
So how can we help? How can we get tickets?
How can you get tickets? We are selling tickets through the Manchester Music Hall, so people can get right online there and through Ticketmaster, and so that's the easiest way to make sure that you can come out and enjoy a night. And I always just like to remind people that pediatric cancer is really sad. This is very, very sad and very hard stuff, but this event is going to be a lot of fun. It's about bringing together this amazing community that really wrapped its arms around our family when my son was diagnosed, and really coming out and having a great time to support an important cause.
Have you ever performed there or hung out at the Manchester Music Hall?
I have actually never performed at the Manchester Music Hall before, so I am very, very excited
I'll bet.
to
It's
perform
beautiful.
at this
Yeah.
venue. I love the Distillery District. That area
Oh,
is
yeah.
Oh,
one
yeah.
of my favorite
Fantastic.
places here to hang out.
Great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And definitely a wonderful facility to talk about and bring awareness to your cause. So if someone is not able, like I said, to make it out, they can still donate, right?
Absolutely.
Perfect. And we want to
Definitely.
make sure to donate. Tell us the website we can go to one more time to donate.
ElevateChildhoodCancer.org.
Yeah.
There's
Perfect.
a donate button right on there.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Oh.
Thank you so much. And thank you both of you for sharing your
Good
stories.
luck to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having us today.